Most doctors are taught to prescribe you medicine to fix certain issues, but they won't ever prescribe you the lifestyle you need to naturally have high testosterone. And these are some very common misunderstood myths that doctors will ridiculously tell you to avoid. But if you avoid these, you'll have low testosterone. And I'm going to give you what a high testosterone individual would do and the reasons why as well. I'm not just giving you a reason and not explaining why it's beneficial for testosterone. Typically, doctors, not all doctors, and this isn't just me putting a complete canvas over every single doctor out there, because I'm sure there is doctors with high testosterone. But you know, for me personally, from my experience, I've always gone to a doctor, they're overweight, they don't seem that healthy, and there might be like 300-400 tests. And you've got a test maxer who does all the right things around their lifestyle and naturally has high testosterone because of the things they do. They can be sitting in the 800 to 900 testosterone range. Because doctors, people with low testosterone, will tell you to avoid the sun. This is a nightmare for testosterone because of vitamin D, for nitric oxide production, for light therapy and light exposure as well. Doctors are going to tell you to not eat cholesterol at all, but this is quite an outdated thing and there's not really that much of a correlation, and there rarely is a correlation with dietary cholesterol and blood cholesterol, a different thing. And to have a low-fat diet and to avoid fat, get low-fat products. And I'm going to explain why this is not good for our testosterone whatsoever. Obviously, you know, I'm going to get comments saying, well, I'd rather listen to a doctor. Well, fair enough, but these guys aren't taught this stuff. They're taught what medicines to prescribe for certain illnesses. So unless you're talking to an endocrinologist, which you're not, I'm talking about doctors in general health practitioners. A high testosterone individual gets sun, and they get sun every single day. Why? Because you need vitamin D, which you get from the sun, as you should know. You should get 60 minutes a day to get enough vitamin D. You just don't want to overdo the sun. If you're spending 4 or 5 hours in the sun every single day with no t-shirt on at all and you're exposed all day, this is when it becomes a problem because it's excessive. And what you start doing is you just start burning and causing skin damage. Whereas this doesn't happen with the first maybe 60 to 90 minutes, depending on your skin tone. This won't happen because you'll be converting it into vitamin D. Vitamin D is not a vitamin, it's a prohormone. It's directly involved in the production of testosterone. The sun triggers nitric oxide production, which helps with your blood flow, and that's going to help with libido, and it's going to make you feel great. Going in the sun increases serotonin, it reduces cortisol, which is your stress levels, and you get light in your eyes, which is fantastic for your circadian rhythm. Now we can understand why it is vital to get sunlight every single day and not avoid the sun. We want to get anywhere from 30 to 90 minutes a day. No cholesterol. This is such a misunderstood one, and it's still majorly misunderstood by the majority of people. You need to understand that testosterone is made, it can't come out of thin air, right? It is made from something and it is synthesized inside of your Leydig cells, which is where testosterone is produced. It is synthesized by cholesterol. All of your hormones are made from cholesterol, and eating cholesterol, getting enough dietary fat, is going to increase your testosterone. It's going to stop you having from low testosterone, more importantly. By reducing our cholesterol intake and reducing our fat, we are not doing our hormones any good whatsoever because we're not giving ourselves any raw material to produce hormones. You want to eat cholesterol, but I'll just give you a practical example. Eat eggs and eat liver. These are two very easy and fantastic sources of cholesterol. You're getting B vitamins, you're getting all the vitamins you need inside of eggs except for vitamin C. You're getting cholesterol. I aim for like over a gram of cholesterol a day, and that comes in the form of about 5 to 6 eggs, or you can have, say, 150 grams of liver, but I wouldn't do that often because you don't want to be eating that much liver every single day because you'll have too much vitamin A and you're just going to cause imbalances. But you need to eat cholesterol, and people will still love to advise against this, but if you are a healthy individual, you're not massively overweight, you're not drinking loads of alcohol all the time and smoking and just eating like shit, eat cholesterol. Because if you're doing all the things I just listed with the alcohol and the overweight and stuff, there's no point. You've got to sort all of that out first. You don't focus on eating cholesterol when you're doing all of that because you're never going to have high test. You have to eat eggs and liver when you get to a good body fat percentage and you're optimizing your life. These two things are essential. I eat them basically every single day. I microdose liver and I eat 4 to 6 eggs every single day. If you want to do more, but that just is what I do and it's what I stick with. Number 3 is high fat diets. Low fat diets are just, they're a killer. There is no need to be going low fat or no fat. That if you go no fat, you're going to feel awful. Your energy is going to be horrendous because your hormones are going to be all over the place. Your testosterone is going to tank. You're just not going to be able to do anything because Fat's essential for our hormones, and the reason why is because cholesterol is synthesized in our own body. So our body, we can eat dietary cholesterol, and our body can also synthesize its own cholesterol, and it's synthesized primarily from fats. You want to be eating saturated fats, monounsaturated fats, and some polyunsaturated fats as well. And that, by doing this and saturating these things and giving our body the raw material to produce testosterone, to produce a lot of other hormones, we're supporting our body and allowing us to get high testosterone. We want to do red meat, we want to do eggs, we want to do a little bit of dairy, we could do some extra virgin olive oil, some avocados. These things are going to majorly support our hormones, give us loads of micronutrients. We're going to feel good. Fat does not make you fat. If you still believe that, get rid of that now, because it doesn't make any sense. Excess calories make you fat. If you're consuming more calories than your body is expending day to day over a long period of time, that is how you're going to put on fat. And I've got a little bonus one here, which I didn't add onto the doctors, because this isn't really something a doctor would advise against or for, because it would just be random. But care products. And what I mean by care products is deodorants, shampoos, face washes, body washes. All of these things are very, very far from ideal from an optimized hormonal standpoint, because sometimes, not always, these things disrupt our endocrine system, which is the network of glands that produce our hormones. What I do personally, I'm not saying don't use any of this, I'm just saying keep it minimal and opt for natural things. So natural deodorants. I make my own deodorant out of coconut oil, and it's arguably better. I use natural soaps, and that is it. No face washes, no shampoos, no conditioner, no weird stuff, no moisturizers and serums, because you don't need it. When you are healthy and you do all the right things, your body takes care of itself. Trust me, you can't say it doesn't if you've never tried it, because it does. You just a couple of natural things and you're all good. And doing these things, not listening to this advice, you're going to get higher testosterone. And this is only a small part of a much bigger system. And if you haven't read this already, I'm linking a free step-by-step system in the description. It's a Notion dashboard where you can check off things every single day to get high testosterone. It's great and it's free, so go and download that. But apart from that, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found some value from it. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.